start our trip to California. I mean, even though I'm technically on vacation, we're still grinding out here. I'm still working, I'm not working, still running my current company. And then also, peep this. Long drive, but we're still hopping in the Q&As and rewatching Q&As. We're still getting after it. We're not going to be live trading a lot. Actually, we're going to try to, because we're still trying to pass this eval sooner than later. Actually took a loss this morning, about a 50-point loss. I have text up on my screen that says, "Will you be mad if you take this trade?" And then after I took that trade, I was actually pretty mad because after looking back at it. But after taking that trade, I was just like, I shouldn't have taken this. I took the first inversion after we swept, or I was still trying to take a PDI, and we just did like a 300-point bullish move. I regret taking that, and the market conditions just weren't in my favor. So we're gonna get after it. This is week 5. Don't know how much trading is gonna be done this week, but we'll see. I'll update you guys. I'll update you boys when I can. All right, gents. This is week 5 and week 6. I just got back from my trip not too long ago, and I have some exciting news. Let me share my screen real quick. If you look at my screen right here, we hit this drop down. Really? Boom. See that? Passed. You're looking at a funded trader. I'm pretty pumped. So this is my first ever evaluation account that I've bought. I passed, which is pretty exciting. I didn't end up filming any of my trades to actually pass this, but I did screenshot all the trades I took, so I'm gonna run through those. Just kind of a slim overview of probably what I was thinking. Most trades were pretty good, but there were a couple that I'm pretty sure from my memory were pretty bad. So we're gonna walk through those. I just have screenshots on my phone, so let's pop those boys up on the screen. All right, first trade we took was this long on a 1-minute inverse, and after some sweep of some liquidity, this ended up banging TP for a nice little 1-to-1. We could have ran it higher, but wasn't really looking to. So this was about, I'm pretty sure I just risked 1% like I do on every trade. So this was a nice $500 winner. And then here is the next trade I did. This ended up not hitting, but this was an Asia session. Don't ask why. To wake up at market open, it was 6:30. And I saw a setup and I was like, okay, maybe, just maybe this will work out. It didn't work out because it was Asia session. So we ended up getting stopped out, but only barely any. So it wasn't really too much of a risk. Our stop was only about 10 points from where we entered. So it wasn't too big of a loss, but still a loss and should not be trading Asia session. Next, we have this continuation long. This was a great setup, and this ended up banging, obviously, as you can see. Yeah, so this ended up being a winner. I thought this was the 5-minute chart, but it's not. This is the 1 minute. Okay, I don't really know why we took this, but I know it was a winner. I think there was just some draw, I think I had a pretty strong draw on liquidity below. But for the next trade, we took this short. This was right as the market closed during power hour. And I just saw equal lows down below. And we definitely, I remember this trade. I probably should have been trading because I just wasn't really looking at the markets. I just saw this, I was like, okay, bang, this looks good. So as you can see where my original short position was, I was gonna enter there, but then I didn't enter, and then I FOMO'd in, but I still hit. But should not be FOMOing in. Should have just entered when I originally wanted to enter, and could have been a banger trade. I didn't get any more of my trades on camera. Unfortunately, the trade I took to actually pass the funnel was a continuation short, and it was a perfect setup. And it delivered to my take profit in less than 5 minutes. So that was super sick. But we passed our funnel, which is a huge step in the road to profitability. So we're super hyped on that. But we're just trying to get back into the grind right now. It's Monday right now. We didn't trade because it was a bank holiday, even though there was a perfect setup. But we're just going to get back in the groove, get back to homework, back testing, forward testing. Let's try to get our first payout. That's the goal, is to get our first payout. We need 5 consecutive winning days of over $100, and then we can request our first payout, which is super exciting. So we're going to get back to the grind. Stay tuned for week 7, because we are officially trading on not a live account, but a funded account. So we have potential to get paid. We'll see you guys in week 7. Make sure you stick around.
Peace.